in the police records a fraudulent document, a completely fabricated order from the court that was given to the police or manufactured by the police. Those are the two options. Either a prosecutor made this shit up and gave it to them and they're stupid and didn't pay attention to the fact that it wasn't signed, that it didn't make any sense, and there was no seal of the court even on it to be a permanent fucking order. So, this permanent order that was a restraining order against me from my son and his puke fucking pedophile father, Dan Richards. So, this is what it says on there, that it's just valid through 2099. And the case number references the restraining order hearing in which Dan had the restraining order against him, which then he violated and got caught doing, and they reissued for 3 years the next time because he's such a violent fucking psycho piece of shit. So there you go, in the police records. And how do I know this? Because I have been arrested on this fucking warrant to have violated that fake ass restraining order 4 times in 5 fucking years. 4 times in 5 years I have gone to fucking jail, been arrested and fucked with by the police on a warrant for a violation of a protection order that doesn't exist. Never did. There was no hearing. Never happens. But yet there the police have a physical document. This is the first time I've heard this. I know I've been arrested the 4 fucking times, and I know that it don't exist. I've gone to the courts to try to get rid of it, and I can't because it isn't there. It's in the police records. But I didn't know that. I thought it was just word of mouth bullshit. But the fucking prosecutor, this last time I just got fucking arrested on this, the prosecutor found the fucking document and herself realized it was completely bogus, and so immediately dropped everything. And there you go. And they don't want to touch this shit. Because look at what I'm saying. Either a person working within the prosecuting attorney's office completely and fraudulently fabricated a fake fucking court order that was being enforced by the cops for warrants issued by the prosecuting attorney's office that doesn't fucking exist. Or the cops made it completely up themselves. And they filled it in and put it in and filed it. Either way, it's a physical fucking document that the police have that's completely fake. And the prosecuting attorney this last time figured it the fuck out. She's on record going, oh my God. And then the judge says, well, there is no hearing. There was no hearing. There was no temporary hearing, let alone a permanent hearing for this to have come out of anywhere. And then, in the most amazing turn of luck, all 3 of the motherfuckers got it at the same time. Okay, so we get the prosecutor figured out. The commissioner sees what's going on. And here we go. Pipe up my public defender. Bravo, young man. And he says, wait a minute. She was the petitioner. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, motherfuckers. Exactly what you just said. Except I've been arrested 4 fucking times in 5 years on this shit. So that's not okay. I've been saying this for 5 fucking years, and you're just now figuring it out. What the fuck is wrong with you? And they know. So the prosecutors don't want nothing to fucking do with it. Even if it was their office, they definitely don't want to. And if it wasn't, they don't want to be tied to that. So if the cops arrest me, the prosecutors aren't going to prosecute. That's how we're going now. I broke the cycle. It maybe I couldn't get them to stop arresting me. I tried get everything to not get arrested, but they still would arrest me. So I had to figure out how to make it stop by, okay, well, if they don't prosecute me, the fuckers won't keep arresting me. Because, again, then they get set up to look like the fuckers that they are. Well, shit, 10 arrests, but no prosecutions. Wow, that's not vindictive shit. That's not harassment. None of them can handle that. It's that big. This fucking document is that fucking big. And I knew it, man. They got ballsy stupid. They did. They got ballsy stupid. And I even felt that way because the shit was happening right in the courthouse. And I knew it back then, and I tried to talk to everybody then. Nobody would fucking listen. But now what? So that's what's going on. Okay, that's a big fucking deal. But no, let's not talk about anything interesting at all, because it's not to do with you and your stupid fucking shit. It's about me and my stupid fucking shit, which happens to affect everybody. You know, if they have to take a step back, they have to take a step back for whatever the fucking reason, and that's a good thing for everybody. And I had to go through this bullshit, and I'm the one that's duked it out, and I'm finally getting the results that finally something coming, and not a motherfucking person out there gives a fuck all. You know, my friends, I have no friends. You know, I tell people about this fucking document. It gets glossed over. No one asks a question about it. And you fuck you all. You know, fuck you all. It's going to be in your shit too. And you're one of the days somebody else. But you're all useless fucking losers that want to bitch about shit that doesn't matter. You know, so fuck you all. And I don't know what is going to happen. But I'm going to figure something out. Because, you know, this is a big fucking deal. And it happened. And it's on record. And this is also a fuck you to all you assholes that sit there and think, well, what did you really do? Sean, well, you must have done something, Sean. Or the cops, but, you know, every single one of you can go suck a dick and fucking die. Because right there, right fucking there, proves something fucked up, okay? Because it's one or the other, the fucking cops or the fucking prosecutors. Either way, this isn't an oopsie-doopsie that don't mean something. This is the people that are fucking with me, using the power of the state to ruin my life. And every fucking one of you. You know, none of you give a fuck. Nobody's got a place for me to stay. Nobody has anything much. And when they do, it's I bitch, piss, and moan that they had to deal with me at all. And fuck you all. For what you think about me and for the shit that you say. Look at what it's done to my fucking life. You know, and here we go, the crowning moment of the absolute validation and proof that this is going on, and nobody wants to give a fuck about it. Because what then, right? But then you have to listen and realize, and then, but is it more fun to just think Sean Shay's a piece of fucking shit? Maybe that's just it. Maybe that's just more fun. You know, that's a better, you know, storyline for the rest of you, but it's not the truth, so fuck off. Okay, that document exists, and it's been found to be on record, and you can all suck a dick and fucking die, because this shit's real, and it's really going on. And what do you think, this is random, just a random cop victim thing? They picked me for no fucking reason? No reason at all. The cops decided to do this shit with the prosecution helping them out, or just not paying attention and getting the case, you know, with half the information. And so they didn't realize, and because I have a feeling if any one of them had fucking realized, they would have said exactly what she did. So they just hadn't looked at it, and it had been bounced around, and it was like, God damn it, fucking 7 years old, for fuck's sake. You know? It started the shit, you know, back in, I think, 2013 or some crap like that. So, anyways, I, tomorrow, have a hearing for the only pending charge against me. It was like obstruction or resisting, one or the other, and it was refusing to get out of the truck when they were trying to arrest me on this fucking warrant back in March of 2020. And I knew it was bullshit. That was the third time. And I'm going, fuck off. No, go figure your shit out. The video is on fucking my Facebook page. Because I went live. You don't get to see anything, but you can hear it all. And me telling them no. And I don't do a fucking thing, man. I do not move. And that's why people say, why didn't you just get out when they told you to? Why the fuck would I? I didn't have a fucking warrant. They're standing there, you know, 20 of them, ready to pull their guns over a fucking warrant that doesn't exist. No, I'm not getting out. You know, they could have come up and talked to me. You know, found out what the fuck, and could have just talked to me like I'm a fucking person who is having this problem, instead of coming at me like a known, you know, murderer or whatever they would chase down. I mean, they all ready to pull their gun. You know, when they didn't really know who I was. They hadn't said, well, I thank you. And they didn't even know who I was. That kid didn't even fucking know when he started this shit. He's like, asking me my name. You know? And there you go. Right, just random, I happen to know. Fuck you. How is that possible when you didn't even know who I was? You couldn't have driven by and seen me and known, because you didn't know who I fucking was when you met me. You lying little prick, you know? So there you go. You know? Someone told him to go. It's fuck with me. Okay? And get arrested again on a warrant that I didn't have. And this shit show turned into a dog breaking out the window, sending in a dog to bite me because I refused to get out. That's it. I just sat there with my hands in the air. I didn't fucking move. They bit me up with the dog and then dragged me out and broke my fucking shoulder in 3 places, completely in half. My bone from my elbow to my shoulder and both clavicle bones completely fucking in half. All 3 were snapped, clean free of each other. From them arresting me, from the handcuffing. He stuck his knee in my back and ripped my arms behind me so fucking hard that it literally destroyed my fucking shoulder. Required 11-hour surgery while in jail during COVID on this fucking shit. No less, 12 days till I got surgery. Because Spokane County refused to acknowledge that I had been hurt. They were telling me that they weren't doing surgeries for anybody unless they were athletes or police officers. And then I would just get a sling and be told to that's how bad COVID was. That's what the bitch fucking guards in Spokane County were saying. And so 4 days of shit and weird random charges that get dropped because they don't make sense and don't exist. And there's like a municipal one too that was weird. But I'm all fucked up. I mean, my shoulder's been fucked up now, going on 6 days at that point. And I'm all fucked up from the pain. And they're pumping me full of Tylenol 3s, I think, because I can't barely conscious shit. But, I'm all fucked up. And so I'm thinking every time I go in there, they're going to let me go. And I'm calling the goddamn ambulance. This is what's going through my fucking head because I'm dying. It hurts so much. I can't sit up. I can't move. My shoulder, man, is gone. And I was swollen. Half of me was like swollen 10 times too. Like my body was like half swollen. And it was a line literally down, from about my right eye and across underneath my nose and then past my mouth. But it was all black, I thought I was going to lose my nipple. I'm not shitting you. My tit was fucked up. So bruised and so fucked up that, like it did. I thought my nipple was going to fucking fall off. It was going to be so fucked up. But it didn't. Not that that matters, but it didn't. So, anyways, that's how fucked up I was. And for 12 days, because so I think finally, 4th day, I should be getting the fuck out. And they filed a warrant. I pulled a warrant out of their ass and Cooney. But it was misdemeanor. And somehow I still got extradited on the shit. So, isn't that weird? And during COVID as well. So isn't that weird? But yeah, and they sent me to fucking Cooney and with a note about stop antibiotics in 3 days. Didn't even say why. But they knew I was bitten by the dog because I had stitches, And I was like, oh, my shoulder's fucked up and I had to have surgery. Or I'm supposed to have surgery. And they're like, well, they sent no records, So that was like 2 more days of that shit. And then Alana and Cooney, the head med, she's amazing. She really fucking is. She's just like a hero of mine. And I hate that fucking place, but she's a good person. And I'm glad she's there. She has saved me a couple of times, actually. But so she comes straight in. She realized that I was hurt. And she knows I disassociate. I don't feel pain. So she knew it was probably, I could be any moment triggered and be just going crazy and it's going to turn to a shit show. Because that's what happens. I don't understand it's happening. And my behavior goes wacky and I'm getting attacked by the cops in jail. And I don't know why. But it's because of unresolved pain. And she figured it out. So I had kidney problems. But anyways, yeah. So she comes in and she tells me, what's happening? I told her. And I go, I had the surgery. She goes, well, obviously something's fucked up. And so I signed a thing for her to go call the hospital. So she called Spokane, gave one more chance. She says, I already got the fucking medical release. And they had that shit there in 15 minutes. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, oh my God, the pictures were so bad. So Cooney, this was Sunday. Cooney, Monday, had me into a surgeon. And who said, one look at this. And he said, we're done. This is tomorrow. I know they're not supposed to know when, but this ain't happening anymore. Clear my schedule. This is so bad because it was starting to fuse. It had been so fucking long. And they were going to have to re-break this shit. He goes, no. So they had me in surgery by Tuesday. And it was like 11 hours. I was 2 days in the hospital. And, which wasn't enough. But then I did get Oxycontins in jail. It was enough. They did well. As far as considering it was a strong opiate and, and I did, but I had a withdrawal, but they tapered me nice. So I went through it okay, they did, but goddamn it was like 16 fucking weeks, man, before I could sleep. I was supposed to be sleeping in a recliner saying that, but I was in jail during COVID, so there was no court, So that's what happened because of this fucking warrant that doesn't exist on an order that they just proved was a physical document maintained by the police. So somebody fucked up, and somebody up high fucked up. So I got to do something with this, and I still want to just, fuck you all, man. This document's a big deal. It really fucking is.